This is hilarious. Did you see this? Steve Bannon, he was on one about Elon Musk and the whole H-1B visa thing. I will do anything to keep Elon Musk out of the White House. Let me read some of this shit. Bannon says, I will have Elon Musk run out of here by Inauguration Day. He will not have a blue pass to the White House. He will not have full access to the White House. He will be like any other person. He is truly an evil guy, a very bad guy. I made it my personal thing to take this guy down because he put money in. I was prepared to tolerate it. I'm not prepared to tolerate it anymore. And then the piece goes on to say this is about the H-1B visa thing. Bannon says 76% of engineers working in Silicon Valley are non-Americans. Why is that important? I don't know. And then he says, look, check this out. Okay, this is the kicker. Peter Thiel, David Sachs, Elon Musk are all white South Africans. He should go back to South Africa. Why do we have South Africans, the most racist people on earth? White South Africans. We have them making any comments at all on what goes on in the United States. Ethno-nationalism and oligarchy, that's the alliance. But alliances have lines of fissure, right? So on the one hand, we're seeing from Bannon, and his project has always been a nativist fascism, white ethno-nationalist, post-liberalism, authoritarianism. Elon Musk has been on board with parts of that, and I think he still is, but he is also the techno-oligarch version of fascism, the techno-utopian, techno-dystopian fascism. The ethno-nationalists and the oligarchs, they have always been separate constituencies. They came together under the synthesis of Trump and MAGA because they need each other. And Bannon just said it. I just read it out to you. He fucking said, he's like, I tolerated Elon because he was the money. He was the money guy. So who has the greater share of power and influence within this coalition? Is it the money guys? Is it the oligarchs? Or is it the ethno-nationalists? When it comes to formulating ideology and a coherent policy, I think the ethno-nationalists have the upper hand. I think Bannon is an ideology maker. And so what he advocates is more aligned with the National Conservatives and the Claremont Institute. And that's like the intellectual cadre. They're literally the Leninists of this counter-revolutionary project that is MAGA, that is Trumpism. The white ethno-nationalist shit is like at the core of that. But the oligarchs are the condition of possibility for making any of that happen. And the oligarchs are not interested primarily in the ethno-nationalist part. They recognize that ethno-nationalism gives oligarchy a kind of mass base. That's how they end up needing each other. But if the oligarchs, this is my materialist hat, they are going to get what they want because they're the money guys. If they don't have government functioning on behalf of their class, the capitalist class, then why would they be in alliance with ethno-nationalists? So they do need each other, but there's friction points and limits, and we're seeing that now. Where this gets most interesting, and where the left, I think, has to be careful, is on China. Bannon is out for like the whole World War III with China shit. He has a disproportionate role in causing great power competition. It predates the Trump administration. We talk about this in The Rivalry Peril, by the way. Great power competition predates the Trump administration, but it didn't become official policy until the Trump administration. It didn't become like the dominant framework until Trump. And that was because of Bannon. You know, Bannon sought that because great power competition abroad, China as the enemy abroad, facilitated the consolidation of right-wing political power. Geopolitical rivalry and the militarism and the jingoism that goes with that is a force that strengthens ethno-nationalism. If you're cheering on great power competition, who are you really working for? You're working for fucking Steve Bannon, bro. But also like the Steve Bannon white ethno-nationalist project, man, it's antagonistic to the capitalist class that has been the biggest voices, advocates for not peace with China, but like détente with China, stability with China, because they're trying to secure the bag. There are sections of capital that are aligned with the Steve Bannon project. Palantir, Anduril, probably fucking Google. It's any company that can make money off of an ethno-nationalist state, that can make money off of militarism. In terms of like strategy or left strategy, capitalists who don't benefit, but who are actually harmed by the ethno-nationalist stuff, that's a power block that is temporarily aligned with those of us who seek peace, democracy, and equality in the world. It doesn't mean that we share the same project or anything. But so my shorthand is like, it's the neoliberals who have promoted this whole capitalist peace bullshit. They're the ones who still think in those terms. That's what they want to happen. They accordingly want a stable, cooperative relationship with China so they can keep securing the bag. And so those multinationals actually have overlapping interests with those of us who want to prevent fucking World War III. And that sucks because neoliberalism has also been the enemy of the left ever since it's been a thing, ever since the 70s. But that's how bad our situation is, because the post-neoliberal move is an ethno-nationalist rivalry, an inter-imperial rivalry move. I'm letting Bannon and Musk cook. I love it. Go after Elon, Bannon for now. But neither one of these guys is like on our side. And Elon, ironically, paradoxically, he has material reasons because of Tesla in China to support peaceable relations with China. Trump needs those forces acting on him in order to have a more tempered, restrained, Xi Jinping is my friend China policy, because the alternative is barreling toward fucking World War III. So we got to be careful on the China part of the Bannon Musk collision. But I kind of hope to see more of these fractures within the MAGA coalition. So for now, love to see it.